Today we continue in the book of 2 Samuel. Remember to subscribe, like, comment and share this with as many friends as possible. Turn to 2 Samuel chapter 5 verse 8. And David said on that day, whoever would strike the Jebusites, let him get up the water shaft to attack the lame and the blind, who are hated by David's soul. Therefore it is said, the blind and the lame shall not come into the house. Let's discuss this verse and what it means. God's blessing isn't restricted to one city or building. You can carry God's strength wherever you go. It's not about where you are, but who you are. In this episode of Bible in a Year, David and his mighty men take the stronghold of Jerusalem. This is a pivotal moment because this will be where the temple is built and people will worship Zion, the city of David. This event holds profound spiritual significance beyond its military conquest. For David, capturing Zion wasn't merely about expanding his territory or securing his reign. It was a symbolic act of bringing God's presence into the heart of his kingdom. The city of David would become the center of worship, a place where God's people could gather to seek his face and experience his presence. But the location was only symbolic. God's presence is found wherever his people seek him. Zion represents the spiritual stronghold, the place where we encounter God in a profound and transformative way. Just as David longed to bring the Ark of the Covenant to Zion, we are called to invite God's presence into the core of our being, making him the center of our lives. The strength of Zion lies not in its walls or fortifications but in the presence of the Lord that dwells within it. When we abide in God's presence, we find refuge, strength, and security. In his presence, there is fullness of joy. In his presence, there is peace that surpasses understanding. In his presence, there is strength to face whatever challenges may come our way. As believers, we are called to dwell in the presence of the Lord continually, not just in times of celebration or crisis but in every moment of our lives. Like David, we must seek to establish Zion in our hearts, allowing God to reign supreme and his presence to permeate every area of our existence. The strength of Zion is not reserved for a select few but is available to all who earnestly seek God with a sincere heart. Let's reflect on this devotion upon this. Take time each day to dwell in the presence of the Lord through prayer, worship, and meditation on his word. Cultivate an awareness of God's presence in your life, seeking to make him the center of your thoughts, desires, and actions. As you abide in his presence, allow his strength to infuse you, enabling you to face each day with courage, faith, and joy. Pray for a deeper revelation of God's presence in your life and a greater understanding of the strength that comes from dwelling in the stronghold of the Most High. Let's take this moment and pray on this. Lord, because you are my King, like David's mighty men, I pray that my bravery, devotion, and wit would mirror you. I declare that as I train for my future destiny, I will not waver in my training and dedication. Thank you for giving me special gifts and abilities that will allow me to conquer whatever I face. Like Shammah, I will stand in the gap for those who can't fight for themselves. As you elevate my influence, I will care for the heart of your people like King David and his mighty men. In the same way, I praise you for assembling a squad around me like the Dream Team. I thank you that each person you assign to my life are gifted with supernatural abilities and with even bigger hearts for you. I declare that loyalty and a warrior's heart will rule in the hearts of those you've surrounded around me. Today, I will lift my voice and let out a war cry that declares, because the God of the universe is for me, no one will overcome me. I am anointed and appointed to reign in life, and I gladly accept my position of power and influence. In Jesus' name, Amen. God bless you guys, and don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment. Jesus is King.